Vegetable soup is one of the most requested and sold out soup in my restaurant, and I'm about to show you why. I love to do all this setup now because it makes shooting so easy and just my job easy basically. My ingredients here are pretty obvious: pumpkin leaf, water leaf, my protein, stockfish, pomo, and pepper mix. So I started out by pouring my mixture of goat meat parts into my pot, and I added my pepper. This mixture had scotch pepper, yellow pepper, locust beans, and onions. So I had it roughly grated. I poured that into my protein, added my seasoning, salt, and stockfish, which was already soaked and washed by the side. So after pouring it, I gave my stock mixture a good mix, like a really good mix, so that the whole protein can just spread out and everybody will have air to breathe, and the protein can really soak in everything properly. No one will be left out. No man left out. So I covered it and let that cook for like 10-15 minutes. Then I gave it a good stir again. I saw that okay, it's looking like it's coming home. Then I now added this bone marrow that I had by the side. I love bone marrow so much in my soup, moi moi, and so many other things. So I added that. Now stirred it again. Then I now went in with my palm oil. So I like palm oil. I like oily soup kind of, but this that I have here is just about like the quantity that is perfect for the soup I'm making. So I also let that cook for like another 10 minutes. Then when I opened it, I saw that the water is drying up because we don't need to add extra water. You get, when you're making your vegetable, you don't add water. The water that comes out of the stock with your water leaf is what is going to act as the source of your vegetable soup. So at this point, now that I know that okay, everything has been marinated together, including the palm oil, and I went in with my water leaf. Poured the amount of water leaf. I think this water leaf I got was two bunch, the one for 200. So you know the quantity, you know how it is now. So I bought for 400 naira, had that cut, and that's what I'm using in my vegetable soup here. So now that my water leaf is well mixed with my stock, and I went in with crayfish. Give it another good stir, then I now cover and let that cook for another 10-15 minutes again. I know I said 10-15 minutes a lot, but it's just you have to keep checking and not let it burn up. So 10-15 minutes is a good enough time. At this point, you should know that we already have like 30 minutes gone in this soup. So the protein is well cooked, my water leaf is well melted in, and I have just my sauce about the size that is perfect for the pumpkin leaf, which is what we call Ugwu on ground. So I tested it and I saw that it needed more seasoning. So I added my seasoning cubes and salt and more crayfish. Oh, vegetable love crayfish. It loves crayfish a lot. So I added all of that, gave it another good stir, and went in with my smoked fish. My smoked fish is already very soft. It's not exactly like dry smoked, so I it needed to go at this point. So I now added that as extra protein. Gave it another good stir and cover. 5 minutes later, and our soup is almost there, like almost there. Everything is ready at this point. I had to test just to be sure, and it was perfect. And now it is time for our pumpkin leaf to go in. So I added that to all the sauce that is well cooked and sweetened and perfect. Added my pumpkin leaf or ugu and just about enough pumpkin leaf in the soup. Then I now covered to let that just melt into the sauce naturally. I don't know if I should be saying naturally, just the heat melting without making a mess of my ugu all over the place. And I now give it a good stir. And I tell you, soup is ready. All I needed is just 1 minute, 2 minutes for that, for everything to just marinate together. And our soup is ready. I had mine with Gary or Eba. What swallow comes to mind when you look at vegetable? For me, it's usually fufu, Gary. So let me know. Please do subscribe and let us just share recipes with ourselves and learn to cook better, basically. So voila, our vegetable soup is looking sumptuous. If you watch to this point, I just want to say I appreciate you so much and I say thank you and subscribe once again. Bye.